why does this seem like it has not much battery? Is this enough battery to get us through the night?
We'll find out.
Jeez. Okay.
Okay.
Are you good?
Hello. Welcome to Definitely Maybe a Podcast, where we contribute to your uncertainty.
About everything.
I'm Cam.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Jordan.
And
And it's been a very long time since we have recorded a podcast.
it's been the 20... What was Halloween? Like the 28th? 31st? 31st.
What was Halloween, like the 28th?
It was in October.
It was in October. It's been an easy 2 to 3 months.
And this is okay.
It's not that okay. Honestly. Trying to run a successful
okay.
podcast.
I don't know.
Just turn it. We every episode that we go to do something, we keep telling them a different timeline. We're like, yeah, we're gonna get them in weekly. We're gonna get them in bi-weekly. We're gonna try for once a month, and now we're at like once a quarter.
Yeah, this is one a year at this point.
Yeah. We should just not say anything and just do them.
I thought you were gonna say we should just not do it. Like,
I don't know if you, the listener at home, knows, but we are amidst a global pandemic. I myself work in shipping, so the pandemic mixed with the holiday season was taking up a lot of my time. Jordan gave birth, and he is dealing with what he made.
Yes.
Being a
dealing
father.
with what he made.
Yeah, look, the real reason we're just now getting is because we care so much about safety, and we take as many precautions as possible here at Definitely Maybe a Podcast. So we really had to delay the show for safety reasons.
I texted them so many times.
I was actually saying to Dan, so we have like a little group chat, and Dan will text the group chat, and either Jordan or I respond, and it's just never both.
Yeah, that's true, actually. I'll just read what you guys say, and I'm like, and go back to doing whatever.
And that's the thing. I know out of the two of you, Jordan definitely sees it.
Yeah.
Like Cameron, I'm like, oh, maybe he'll see it. Maybe he's doing something, or maybe he's working or something. Jordan, I know every single text that goes onto his phone. It comes across his screen. He sees it almost immediately.
This is correct.
And this is
Which
fine.
it makes the betrayal that much
Betrayal?
higher. Yeah.
Wow.
Look,
I know he sees it, and every message I send is
I know
important.
you see it. Shout out to Young Jock.
look,
I don't want to shout out Young Jock. I'll be honest with you. He's fine, but
Miney, Mo, how many girls in the club won't go? I know. You remember that song?
of course I remember that song, but I'm not
Oh
going to
my
sing
God.
it.
I don't remember that song. I had a very complicated
Classic.
life. Look,
I had a
Hey,
very
this is
complicated
new.
life. I don't know. I don't remember Young Jock.
colors of the rainbow.
We all have the Jordan microphone.
Yes.
Yeah, this is very. I actually like it. I feel free. I can do this.
Oh, he's moving.
I can
He's going off the set.
do this. There's a lot of cord here.
Yeah, it was
Well,
neatly
wait.
wrapped.
Look, I can do this. I can go behind if I wanted. Well, there's not really much
There's
space.
so many wires, and I'm
But I
just
can-
waiting for the one that you take down inevitably.
Hi, am I on? Do you think I'm on screen? Hi, and welcome to Definitely Maybe a Podcast. Right?
I'm
Okay.
uncomfortable.
He's moving around. It's actually funny because we've actually progressed past the point of chords in 2020. And it's funny to just, there was, before we couldn't move, now we can move, but it's still corded. And it's like the next level is without the cord, where you can move even freelier. But the budget at Definitely Maybe a Podcast. Look, everybody, we are trying the best we can.
No, we went Mike Stanless for this one just to do it, I guess.
I really like it. I feel like
I don't like it that much.
Drew Carey.
I don't like holding stuff.
I feel like
I feel trapped. Like I'm a very hand motion
Bob
talker.
Barker. Imagine having that many B's in your name.
Bob Barker.
That's 3 B's.
3 B's.
Yeah, I'm
Ice
like
cream.
Alex Trebek. Rest in peace. I think
Yeah,
he did
that's
die.
actually
didn't he?
really sad. No, he did die.
really did die.
That's so sad. I
longer
remember
with us.
watching Jeopardy with my. Look, the point is,
That was awesome.
I know he would say things like answer daily double. Come on now. That's crazy. Anyway, we have mics.
I think the best part about Jeopardy is when question is like a green can of lemon lime soda. And then the person's like, what is Coke? And he waits for a little bit. It's like, no, actually it's Sprite.
Is he making the noise with his mouth? They're wrong.
But it's ethereal. It happens somewhere. It's like, maybe Dan can find that.
It'll be playing. You know what? I was gonna make a sound. And I was like, it's gonna be playing.
But you know exactly that. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. It's funny when at the very end and you're writing your answer. First of all, some of those people, they just can't write at all. But like he'll read that it's like this 18th century artist killed their mom, and he'll read their answer. I'm sorry. I don't know. I just made that
18th century artist that killed their mom.
I just made
Is that real?
I don't think that's real.
Leonardo da Vinci.
And he'll read their answer, and it's like, oh, sorry, no,
The 18th century.
You've never heard of Leonardo da Vinci's mom. Be honest.
because he killed her. Don't fact check
And
that.
that's it.
Don't fact check it.
Yeah, we're starting season 2 up with a no fact
Please do
checks.
not fact check that. Don't look into that at all.
What does it say about my generation that immediately when hearing Leonardo da Vinci, I thought of the Ninja Turtle?
I thought of National Treasure, the movie. I don't know why.
I thought of DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio, the amazing actor.
So,
Is
for
that a
3 on all
turtle?
of us. Is that a turtle?
Is
Well-
that one? We are kind of. Oh my god, dude! I'm Michelangelo. That's
I'm
Leonardo. And you're Raphael. That actually probably fits the best, I think, too.
That checks
Dan's
out.
like the edgy one.
I am not edgy in the slightest.
Look
I'm
at
wearing a
that
damn
hair.
sweater.
That's an edgy boy.
Wait, did you do it by the color of the mics?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice. I always like the orange one.
Glad you caught
What
that one,
was
Jordan.
the other option?
I don't know. I thought he was just like matching the turtle's personality or
We
something.
have colored microphones.
I didn't know.
I like the colors, actually. I didn't like them at first, but I like them now. At first being 15 minutes ago when I put them on.
Maybe the viewers at home would like them as well.
Oh my God. Yes. Maybe the viewers
What happened?
would like them as well. Look,
You just
as
call
you guys know, I'm
Jordan
very
straight up.
busy. And people, I'm in
I
such
don't know if
high
you're that
demand.
busy.
And people will just call me
You definitely both
right in
dialed
the
down.
middle. No, I didn't. I don't think that happened.
Was that Domino's?
I think I was called.
Yeah, Jordan won't eat pizza with me. I asked him, he
Whoa.
won't do it. And then Cameron said he wouldn't eat pizza with me. And
You watched me
Look,
voraciously scarf down 2 fish fillets when I arrived here. And then the cake that was on your counter. You watched
did you eat the whole cake?
No, I did not eat the whole cake. But I ate half of the cake.
You ate half of the quarter that was left. So you ate 1/8 of a cake. Don't sound impressive. That's not a lot of cake. You could eat
That's
pizza.
a lot of cake.
wait, where'd this cake come from? This house?
Yeah, the cake upstairs.
For what reason?
It was my
Want
mom's
some cake?
birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Dan's mom.
Shout out Tina.
Very nice woman. Always nice to me when I was a young lad, and I
think
would
we've had
go
this
on adventures
conversation
with
on the
them.
Every single time I've seen you, your beard gets
Worse.
not worse, but more.
Look,
But that didn't
I'm
happen
a
for
growing
20 years.
boy. Yeah. I don't know. Once you get married, your body just like
Change.
kicks into overdrive to make
Puberty
you appear
too.
more attractive to your mate.
So you think you look more attractive when you're married?
No, I think this definitely helps. Even though
You
it's
like
not
it.
like great, but it adds a seriousness to me that I can't add.
When's the last
alone.
time you shaved it?
Look, that's not important.
Be honest. Never.
Look, I have definitely trimmed things.
What?
Look, over
I am disappointed.
is going in a weird
where
way.
The conversation
What
went.
is weird conversation?
for 300.
Do we have a topic for this episode?
So while we were gone,
You say
Thanksgiving happened.
Tons.
While we were gone,
Thanksgiving happened. Now I know, of course,
Thanksgiving and several historical events.
that was in the thick of the virus. I did have some
I feel like we're
people
in the
over.
thick now.
I think we've been in the thick. There has been no thin.
I have had some people. We definitely. I met with my family. We had a nice, beautiful time. We ate food. My wife cooked. A lot of them already kind of had the virus anyway. But the point is, look, we ate food.
Skipping right over that.
It was beautiful.
What's happening?
And I was grateful to be able to see my family and for them to see me. Did you guys do anything that day, or did you just chill
What
in
day?
your house?
What day?
Thanksgiving is what
We're
I'm
talking
referring to.
about the day of giving thanks to thine.
I missed when that was even said, but yeah, I also went to my family's home, just my brother and my mother.
What happened to? Oh, okay, yeah. You didn't mention your father. I was like,
Well, I was getting
Jesus.
there.
Just my brother and my mother
It was fine.
and my dad.
Was there a turkey?
There was meat.
Was it okay?
But was it
Was
turkey?
it a turkey?
meat?
I don't know. At a
Ham?
certain point, when it's mixed in with stuff, it could be anything.
What is?
What? What does that mean?
Like
What are you talking about?
like you have potatoes and
We had
all the other
this-
shit.
It was a
and-
smorgasbord. I don't even know what I was eating. I think it could have been banana.
No, it was like
You just
listen.
ate whatever they put in
I
front
I
of
think
you.
did.
there was
I-
walnuts in it.
There could have been walnuts in it. I know that what I did was that the same day?
He just doesn't want to say he went to McDonald's.
I didn't go to McDonald's. I did go to McDonald's yesterday though.
So, do you know if anyone cooked a whole bird?
I don't think anybody cooked a whole
Was
bird.
there-
I think it was the smaller one, the breast maybe.
Were there dishes? Did anybody make a dish?
No. Who was going to make the dish?
What did you eat? What did you
Was-
eat, Dan?
What was
Why-
eaten?
There was
What did you eat?
there was a meat, there was potatoes, there was cookies of some sort.
I'm terrified.
I don't remember.
Where is Colin to answer this question?
I don't remember honestly. I know some things. I think there was mac and cheese.
That's good. I like mac and cheese.
So
I
toast maybe.
for my Thanksgiving. I actually made baked mac and cheese. It was
Very nice.
delicious.
You were alone.
No, I went to see my parents.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
Just very small. Me and my parents and my girlfriend. And
Shout
I
out to
made-
all of those people.
I made baked mac and cheese, 5 cheeses in the cast iron skillet. It was amazing.
Nobody knows what that means.
You say 5 cheese?
You don't know what that means. Everybody knows what that means.
I have a very funny story about 5 cheese macaroni. It's not that funny. It's like very short. So me and my wife, we were not fully dating at that time. We went to Applebee's.
What does that mean?
Which I don't fully approve of. But we will.
Foreshadowing.
We
Yeah,
will
we'll get there.
We may get there later. So we went to Applebee's, and I always order burgers everywhere. You could order a burger at Applebee's, but I was like, I'm with this woman. I have to make it seem like I don't get burgers everywhere I go, and I got like the 5 cheese macaroni.
Sounds good.
You
I did
think
not
the
finish.
criteria that women judge men on the first date is this guy orders burgers everywhere he goes. I'm out.
Well, to be fair, so that was like the second place that we had went together to eat.
Did you get a burger at the first place?
No, the first place was a Asian buffet hibachi sort
So
of
let me
place.
get this straight. In this realm of your second date with Whitney, you got a burger at neither place and
Correct.
thought to yourself, she's going to think I eat burgers all the time.
Well, yes, I don't want to establish, there's so many stuff on the menu. I feel like a burger is not as...
Man, I really like this
classy.
guy, but every time we go out, he gets a burger.
Burger is not...
What does that mean?
That's not... Maybe that's not
Were
a
you-
classy thing to order.
Were
I'll
you
have the
preparing
burger.
yourself to order like 5 straight burgers? Like
Well,
you wanted to set it off like you were playing it slow?
Like, look, I want you to know what you're getting into here. I'll have the burger,
Exactly.
please.
Look, I just wanted to show, look, I'm a mature man. I eat multiple cheeses at once.
I can
The
understand.
5 cheese mac and cheese. There's depth to this man.
I can
Very
understand
good.
not wanting to eat a burger in front of somebody you're trying to impress, right? Because it is something you grab with your hands
Fair.
and the juices drip down, your,
okay.
your
Well-
face sometimes. Ugh. Okay. So I get that. But also, God, who really thinks that? Who would judge you
Me.
on what
Him.
you...
This man
Now, to
right
be
here.
fair, I have never had a girlfriend ever before my wife. So I was in. I know sometimes you're just feeling it. It's like, you know what? I don't ever do this. I'm going to get the 5 cheese. This will probably be fine. That seems like a classy dish. We're at Applebee's. I don't know. Anyway.
So it was
back
not
to you,
good.
Thanksgiving. No, it wasn't. It wasn't good
Second
at all.
date of his life had him feeling like a
And,
new man.
That was like the
On the
second.
mac and cheese side of the menu.
That was the
My
second
mac
to
and
last
cheese
time I
was
went.
incredible.
Okay, so what's the 5 cheese mac and cheese story?
That was the story that I just
Oh.
ordered it. That was the second to last time I've ever been to Applebee's since then.
I think I've never
It's
had
just so
better mac and
disappointing.
cheese than the ones
Really?
that I
you
made. It was so good. Actually, it was 6 cheeses.
The top of my microphone got wet.
Probably from I'm not
What?
even. All right.
So what were the 6 cheeses?
So
Okay, we're not get. That's not.
provolone,
I don't give a shit.
cheddar jack,
I don't care.
mozzarella,
Okay, that's good.
Trogs beer cheese.
What about Colby Jack?
Hmm.
It was Troganator cheese.
What about Colby Jack?
If you guys, there was no Colby.
What about
Jack
Colby
in it.
Jack? You
If
should have had
guys
Colby Jack.
Have not had Trogs.
Colby
very
Jack.
good beer, and then
Colby
feta
Jack.
Ah, nice.
for some tanginess, and then I put Munster chunks of Munster in. So
That's not real cheese. You should eat Colby Jack.
no. Colby Jack is so terrible compared to all the other cheeses that I listed.
Wow.
How does that make you feel? Munster is the best cheese, and I don't think there's a lot of argument for that.
I like cheddar.
I'm not good at rating the cheeses.
I
Whenever,
don't care about cheese.
Whenever I'm asked about cheese
What
at
the
a store, what
fuck,
kind of
man?
cheese would you like? I like Subway, example. I always go for the American cheese,
Because you're an American
I'm Patriot. Yeah, it's
I
like
don't typically
American
get cheese
cheese.
on my Subway sandwiches.
a spicy Italian sub. You have to select the cheese.
Man. I think almost everything at Subway requires cheese.
See, I have a thing where
a good
I
point.
don't like. I don't know. I think.
you about to
Dan's
say.
a very picky eater.
I
We
think
should-
cheese is best used as like a condiment, treated like a condiment. Right? People just eat handheld cheese. What are you doing? Stop.
I am these people.
Yeah, I know you're these people. You didn't use Colby Jack.
What do you mean handheld cheese?
because
I
Colby Jack
cheese
is not
stick,
a good
cheese
standalone,
cubes,
okay.
cheese patty.
Sometimes I'll take the shredded cheese
Wait,
right out of the bag and I'll just scoop it up into my palm, and then in order
What
not to
the
make a
heck?
mess around my kitchen, I will squeeze it tightly so that they're all the strands of shredded cheese are together, and then I will just eat
You're
without-
an animal.
It's like
You are a
That is
garbage
kind of
person.
interesting.
it's like King Kong grabbing a person and just squeezing the life out of them and then funneling it down his gullet.
So you're essentially just making a cheese ball.
Yes.
That's
And
so
that's so I don't get
gross.
shreds of cheese all around my kitchen, and I'll eat it over the sink. It's truly a feat to behold.
Your
It's-
cats probably think you're the most
Disgusting.
disgusting human.
my cats think I'm the coolest guy.
The only reason they listen to you is because they think you're a savage.
They think I'm the coolest guy around.
okay.
I
How did you guys celebrate Black Friday?
I did not buy anything.
also didn't buy anything.
I actually don't think that I purchased. Oh wait, I think I got the Last of Us Part 2 for my PS5.
What do you think?
I finished it. I beat that. Very good game. I had a great time. But that was the only thing. Usually I try to, I don't know why. It's like it's Black Friday. Things are on sale and something is pushing you to, it'll never be on sale like this again. So I need to get something because I'll feel like an idiot later when I did nothing on Black Friday. Now, everyone doesn't feel like that, but sometimes I don't know. I just like buying things and getting things. Dopey, dopamine in the brain. It activates, those are like the feel good chemicals. And I guess I feel good buying things.
It
Anyway,
does.
Then it was Christmas.
Christmas. Cram.
Crammering.
What'd you do this Christmas?
I did the same thing I did for Thanksgiving. I
You
hung
made
out-
5
6
cheese
cheese?
No,
macaroni.
no.
Six.
I
I'm
just
sorry.
hung out with my parents and my girlfriend.
No macaroni?
No macaroni. My dad made.
7 cheese macaroni.
I forget what it was like a roast. A roast with.
Comedy
but
Central roast of.
it was
Fucking
like. It had like a pie crust. It was so good. It was incredible.
That's awesome.
It does sound really nice.
It was absolutely delicious. My dad is a very good
Yeah.
chef,
Nice.
cook, whatever you want to call it. Just had a nice, Christmas time.
A wonderful Christmas time, some could say.
I'm known to be a little bit of a Grinch around the holiday season. However, it was a good time.
Does he have like a hat? Your dad, chef's hat.
No,
Daniel.
that might have been a good Christmas gift.
Yeah. Maybe next year. Daniel, what'd you do on Christmas?
I also just went to my parents and sat. I watched Wonder Woman.
God, we're
The
so
new-
boring.
Is it the new one?
Yeah, the new one.
Okay.
It was the worst movie I've seen this year.
When did we become adults?
Wow.
Yeah, it was
This
terrible.
sucks.
Did you like the first one? I didn't actually
I
see
loved
the first
one. The second one was not good from many standpoints. I thought it was going to be great, but
Jeez.
it was just really bad.
You think we can figure out how to reverse time?
I mean,
Let's be kids again.
Have you
I'm
listened to
good.
our podcast?
I'm good. I like being an adult,
I don't.
being able to
Jordan
order
just got
pizza,
a beard.
being able to drive to Popeyes whenever I feel like it.
We could go back to like
Come on
17 and
now.
do that.
Yeah.
Well, I could not.
I'd go
couldn't
back if
drive
I
when
went
was
back to
17.
17. It would strictly to strike like my whole goal would be to strike the record of what I did when I was actually 17.
Yeah, Dan would preemptively apologize to people. It's like,
Yeah.
we haven't met yet, but I'm sorry.
I would just redo like 15 to 21.
This is getting so depressing so
Yeah.
fast.
I would hate to go back
Really?
Wouldn't that be scary?
because I like how things have kind of turned out, and
Yeah, but you
kinda-
like somehow somersaulted into the best life you could have had.
exactly. I mean, I would have liked to maybe finish college, but I left to go on the cruise. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. Anyway,
What'd you do there?
Christmas. Oh, Wonder Woman, actually.
Haven't heard of that cruise. What'd you do?
I have not seen Wonder
I
Woman,
played.
so try to. Actually, I haven't even seen the first one, so go ahead and spoil it. I don't care.
No, wait,
bad.
don't spoil it for our viewers.
I'm not going to spoil
yeah.
it.
Okay, don't
I will
spoil
say this.
Does she stab anyone? Does anybody receive the lasso of truth?
Yes.
That's dope.
No.
Does she deflect any bullets with her greaves?
Yes.
That's dope.
I will say this.
Does she stab anyone? Likely?
There's some light puncturing for sure.
Is it rated R or PG-13?
PG-13 for sure.
So there's probably not the stabbing I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
the
I said, a
stabbing
light
you're looking
puncture
for.
at a minimum. But no, I will say this: it was bad. The story was bad. The writing of it was bad. Some of the close-up CGI was terrible. It could have been way better, and I think that the benefit of the pandemic and releasing it on the streaming helped them because otherwise it would have made so little money for them in theaters.
Now, take
Wow.
this with a grain of salt, as Dan is the person who doth proclaimed that the John Wick trilogy is the best movie trilogy of all time, and he said this before the third movie came out.
I said
Now
no.
just think of it. Yes.
I think I said
Nope.
it after we had just seen the third movie.
Nope.
Okay, whatever.
The
I said
third
bye.
movie had not come
Well,
out
guess what?
yet.
I was right.
No.
How can we prove that?
This is so incorrect. It's not better than any of the three Star Wars trilogies, nor is it better than Lord of the Rings, nor any of the Harry Potter movies.
Stop it. First of all,
Back to the Future 1, 2, or 3.
Back to the Future 2 and 3 were shit.
There was a third
Yeah,
Back
but
to
the
the
first
Future?
one was so
yeah,
good.
okay, but that doesn't make a trilogy. And I can say the same thing for Star Wars prequel. Okay, we're not talking about
Prequels
sequel
are dope.
trilogy. We're not talking about sequel trilogy. Clearly,
Prequels are dope.
the prequels were great.
Great.
Attack of the Clones was a
decent.
toss-up.
Yeah, whatever.
That's not a trilogy. That's not a great trilogy. That's
It
a
had
great.
like a 30-minute fight scene, and the whole it
That's
was
a great two movies, not three. And then the original trilogy, right?
Uh-huh.
Episode
All of them are dope.
5.
All of them are dope.
Cloud City.
I am.
Cloud City.
Now, while I'm
Cloud
not
City,
changing the
Cameron.
standpoint of my argument, Dan, I do not think I have ever been able to sit through The Empire Strikes Back
Fair.
without falling asleep.
Fair. And
That movie is the most gassed Star Wars movie of all time.
I
It's
will say-
actually boring.
I will say this with
Wow.
the Star Wars trilogy, I think that's probably the closest. Any of those trilogies they have there are probably the closest. But I will say the reason I don't put it up there is because I think there's like the essential movie of all trilogies is the middle movie. I think Star Wars, but all three trilogies that they went through, the prequel, the original, and the sequel trilogy, all struggled with their middle movies.
Well, I would argue that the sequel trilogy, the last movie, was the worst.
Yes. I think the whole
I
thing
thought-
was pretty bad, but the first one, The Force Awakens was definitely the best of the three.
I really did like the middle one. I truly did.
Well, that's unpopular, but that was my reasoning for not putting Star Wars number one.
Okay.
Even
Lord of
the
the
Matrix,
Rings.
the Matrix is higher than Lord of the Rings.
I have not
I
seen
love
the
the
Matrix.
Matrix trilogy.
I
The
have not
Matrix
seen
trilogy,
any of the movies.
I have
the
seen
Matrix
that,
trilogy is
actually.
the closest thing to the John Wick trilogy in terms of like best trilogies because
about the
all
Dark
three
Knight?
movies are solid. Dark Knight,
What about Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the
Batman
Rings,
trilogy,
the
I
Lord of
should
the Rings trilogy was good. They were
Movies are
too
dope.
long.
You haven't seen the director's cut. It's like a whole day to watch.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
I actually recently saw the first Lord of the Rings again. and that was good.
They were good movies. Don't get me wrong. Great movies. But I don't feel like trekking out a week to watch the trilogy.
Dude, I don't even think the John Wick trilogy is better than the Hobbit trilogy.
The Hobbit trilogy is not even on my radar.
Whoa.
The Hobbit trilogy is but a raisin
trilogy's
in
dope.
the palate of my viewership.
It's dope. Rush Hour trilogy.
Dope.
Better than John Wick.
No.
Certainly.
No.
Let us know in any way that you can, comment or whatever.
What's your favorite
What's your
movie
favorite trilogy? Are we
wanna
missing any? I'd love to further talk about this.
I agree. I'd like to open it up to the viewers or listeners. If you have a favorite trilogy, or even if it's one that we mentioned, let us know what it is, and we'll talk about some of the stuff that you put in if we get any.
No, I mean, I like the John Wick movies. Truly, I do. But would I ever put them up against these big heavy hitters? I probably would not.
I don't care. I don't care.
And there you have it, folks.
I just don't care.
I think the Dark Knight. Jordan did briefly mention the Dark Knight trilogy, and the Dark Knight was just so good. It's like better than all three John Wick movies.
No.
So boom,
Wow.
right
The
there.
Batman Begins was not that
No,
good.
I'm talking about the one movie, Dark Knight, was better than every John Wick movie. That movie itself was better than the whole trilogy.
False.
Dang.
The Dark
Wait,
Knight.
this is true. This is
No.
confirmed.
The Dark Knight, I'll say this, and this is a hot take, and I mean it. It was a great movie, right? It was catapulted, projected into the stratosphere in terms of how good you think movies are because Heath Ledger was dead when it was released.
The movie was actually really good.
It was good, but the lore of that movie only exists because you talk about it posthumous.
Try that word again.
No.
One more time.
Posthumously.
Okay.
But you see what I'm saying?
I'd like you to, abbreviate that
Yeah,
one.
I'll do what
or
I
not
can.
abbreviate. What is the word?
Phonetically.
Like the phonetic, whatever you
I
just
made up for it just now.
Nice.
But I will say that I think that movie was really helped by that. I think it was good. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it was the best of the three.
Why are we not just a movie fast food podcast?
We are.
Why are we?
know.
Why is that not what we're labeled as? Definitely, maybe a podcast specifically about movies and fast food.
Look, I don't believe in boxes. So,
Where did that come from?
I don't want to be categorically.
Oh, okay.
I don't. Hey, I know other things than fast food and
I know
movies.
other things.
I truly
I know
believe
how to-
you don't.
I don't.
I know how to
my
drive. I
existence.
know about driving.
You know how to drive. You don't know
For a
about
lightsaber
driving.
right now, Dan, we'd be dueling.
We did that before. Remember? In one of the English classes, we did a duel.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that was me and you,
So-
wasn't it?
Yeah, we did.
That was me and Jordan. Me and Jordan had a choreographed lightsaber duel, and somebody has that footage. And if I can find it, which I know I will not be able to, I'll play it.
Didn't Ahmad actually got out of his one class to come
Yeah.
do the class?
We
Duel of the Fates.
we we took these lightsabers home.
I was there too.
You were there?
Yeah, you guys were practicing at Josh's. It was for the same assignment in Miss Lentz's class.
Yes, but we also practiced at Jordan's house.
Yes.
There was 2 separate choreography run-throughs before the performance, and it was beautiful.
I believe it.
I think I was the Sith.
You would be a
I don't think it
I
was
would
in the
not be
Star
a Sith.
Wars universe.
I'd be.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
I would probably
And
not be.
you
a
literally are just like, John Wick is absolutely the best trilogy of all
Sith.
time.
Look,
I can hear it in your voice.
I would be. I would kill people. Whatever side that is, that would be me.
Absolute power.
Plus, can't only the one side can like choke the people with the Force?
No. they
I
can
think
both
that's
do
a
that.
Sith technique.
Only one of them wants to do that.
Sith technique.
I mean, I think. Well, okay.
You think they use that technique in the bedroom?
What would
Choking
they
you without even
like their
touching
own
you.
bedroom? Like they're just
baby.
choking the chicken, as they say.
No, like
Asphyxiation. Look,
like during sexy time.
look, my Christmas was great.
It's been a long pandemic.
And look, we did a Secret Santa.
Oh,
Yeah, me and my family.
Whoa.
What'd you get?
And
What did you get somebody, and then what did you get? Was you got somebody better than what they got you?
it was a secret. Well, wait. We all
Eventually,
got,
it wasn't, though.
eventually, we got everyone things. We used this website called drawnnames.com. I think that's what it's called. It does like, you put the names in and it will do the secretness for you. It tells you who you have. Anyway, I got my dad. He was the person I had to get something for.
Incredible.
And I got, so the limit was $50. And you're actually able to put stuff from Amazon in your little profile on this website. So if you're like, I don't know what to get this person, you just go to what they want and just buy it for them. And it can actually only recommend stuff under the $50 limit.
Out of 50, how much did you spend?
$33.
Cheap.
Wow.
I was going through a tough financial time over the holidays. I can't remember why.
You just
Because you
didn't
were
want to
buying
spend $50.
I can't remember what was going on. But anyway, $50 limit. So I just got my dad a...
I was going through a tough financial time where I just didn't want to spend $50.
Oh, I know what the tough
Relevant.
financial time... I got Bose headphones for... Anyway, the point is...
Why did you get...
I got him a cardigan sort of
That's
thing.
nice.
Nice.
I bet he,
Jacket
I bet he
thing.
likes
He really
that.
did like it. It was beautiful. It was blue. And it was nice.
What did you get?
What I received... I don't know which was for Secret Santa. I got a jacket, which I wore here today, which was
It is
beautiful.
a very nice jacket.
Good
I complimented it immediately.
Great jacket.
And I got a pair of boots for snow. Very nice, black, new. Don't know how else you can describe boots. Comfortable.
New black boots.
And
Comfortable.
yeah, that
New
was
black
great because
boots.
I just got a shovel the week before from Home Depot. So
So somebody really knows you.
Going back to
Yeah.
being an adult sucks.
yeah, well,
I got boots and a shovel.
I know. Well, hey,
Merry Christmas.
Dad.
Go shovel.
that was the greatest shovel they had available.
Somebody
at
was
Home
telling
Depot.
you that you needed to shovel. They're like every time it snows, nobody deals with it. What are we doing about it? Let's get Jordan boots and a shovel for Christmas.
Actually, what happened was, so I was locked in. Look, I'm not going to go through why I needed to buy a shovel. The point is, our apartment, they'll actually shovel your driveway. But I was in the street, and they don't just go and dig people out willy-nilly. So they got all these driveways, I guess, through their snow blowers or whatever. But I could not move because they put all the snow around my car. So I had to shovel myself out.
So they
And,
conveniently
Christmas.
inconvenienced you.
they kind of did.
Merry
but
Christmas, Dan. Here's
Whatever.
a paint roller and some house paint.
being an adult is interesting.
Merry Christmas, Cameron. I wrote you an itinerary of the chores I'd like you to do.
Merry Christmas, Jordan. Here's my taxes and my TurboTax login.
Wow.
Can you do it?
Yeah.
Also, I got sneakers from my brother. Also, this was the thing that was really weird. Usually when you do Secret Santa, it's like after the Secret Santa, it's it. My parents and my wife and my brothers, they were like, yeah, we did a Secret Santa, but we're just going to buy other people's stuff anyway. And it's like, I only adhered to the Secret Santa, so I only have gotten my dad
I
something.
didn't get you guys
So
gifts.
I was just kind of receiving things throughout the time. And it
Sheesh.
felt good, but it's like, man, I do not have money, so I just got my dad this cardigan. And but thank you for the boots and coat and shoes and everything. So yeah.
So you
That was my
Nice.
you had a good Christmas.
Yeah, yeah. And my wife got me stuff as well, so
That's awesome.
yeah. It was nice. New Year's. Did you guys
I
do
didn't- I was
literally
here.
anything?
I was literally here all night. I went
I
to sleep.
watched the Star Wars prequels.
Wow.
That's why it's so fresh in my mind. I enjoyed it.
So fresh and so clean.
I brought in the new year by sleeping.
Away
with-
the old one.
I was with my baby, so she was asleep and I was on my
Bars.
phone, and that was it. I don't know.
Being an adult.
It's just things are just not.
Sucks.
It's like there's only so many New Years.
There's an endless supply of New Year's, actually.
I remember
There is an
In-
infinite amount of New Year's.
in my days as a young
Lad.
idiot kid, I spent a New Year at my friend's house with 2 other friends. There's 4 of us there. I don't know if any of them even listen to the podcast or want to be named, but we were just having a good old time on New Year's, and we wrapped friend A up in a very large blanket. Like, we rolled him up. And then myself and friend B lifted up very quickly so that friend A would unravel very fast. And then friend A hit his head on the floor really hard.
And this is the New Year's where
very
Cameron and his
dangerous.
friends buried their first body.
And then we went and longboarded in the middle of the night with
That
like a little
kid should
bugle.
not have done that. He
We
was
were having a blast.
maybe
it was a
concussed.
Good time. And
That does
now,
sound
and
very
we,
dangerous.
and then to last New Year, it's like, well, it's 12. Okay, let's go to bed now.
I know. It's like I just don't even
Sheesh.
care. It's like
I know what I did. I'm
there
sorry.
we go.
I went to my parents for a little bit, and then literally I'm like you said, getting older. So I told myself, oh, I should leave now before the traffic gets bad after 12.
Dang. Yeah, a lot of drunk drivers. I think that's one of the
I was not
highest
one of
nights of the year.
I drank no alcohol on New Year's.
Drunk driving.
Also, me, I did not drink a single sip of
The devil's juice.
the devil's juice.
I don't know if I had a
The
Mike's
Devil's
Hard
Capri
Lemonade that day. But
The only that's the official
I
alcohol
actually-
sponsor of Jordan Davis.
I actually thought of you,
Love Mike's, I
Jordan. You know, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Twisted Tea
yeah.
meme.
Yeah.
I'm actually, my wife told me about it, but I have actually not seen the meme.
And they said, somebody said that was the hardest iced tea of all time. And it just made me think of Jordan, you know, talking about his Mike's Hard Lemonade. If you guys don't know, the context is there was a person at a gas station spewing racial profanities to another guy with a Twisted Tea in his hand, to which the guy's like, hit me, you're going to hit me with that? Hit me with it. And he's saying bad words. So the guy, he does a little twirl of it in his hand.
It's honestly, it's like an Arya Stark with the knife.
Yeah.
It's like
But
one
he
of those
dro-
movements.
But he drops it.
he does drop it.
So then the guy shouting profanities goes to kick it.
I remember.
And then he picks it up, comes from the ground to the face.
See, I'll say this.
ground to face. Wow.
I will say this. I think had he not dropped it,
it wouldn't have been as powerful.
not even that. I don't think he would have hit him. I think the drop was like God slapped it out of his hand. Like the gravity was displaced so that it would hit the ground.
Yeah,
so that the guy, because the only reason for sure that he tried to hit him with it was because he tried to kick it.
Yeah.
If he didn't try to kick it, there was no meme.
And that was so
There was
much
no
more
justice.
powerful because he came all the way from the ground
Exactly.
up.
Yeah.
He basically Super Mario Smash Brothers Mario upbeat.
It was an upbeat, sunny winter day, and at that moment you heard the thunder roar upon contact.
Yeah, and then after that he mounted him and just beat the shit out of him too.
Which I mean,
mounted him.
justice served.
Deservedly.
Yeah.
Sometimes the meme force intervenes in ways we don't understand.
Maybe Dan will just put the impact on the screen.
I don't know if legally I can.
We
I think
should
you can.
do
It's a meme.
we should actually do like a meme review where we go over memes.
That'd be
would
funny.
cool.
Next episode.
And I probably could suggest that
Next year.
not during the episode. But anyway,
Next episode meme review. But however, we do actually have a topic for this episode.
For this episode.
and we did a little recap. That was what we're planning on doing. But we're
Just to give you what we've been up to since you've last seen us. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, I haven't done shit.
Yeah.
I've been sitting here. We had to, like, it was so sad. We came back. The studio was like run down.
in shambles.
It was in shambles. I had to reassemble everything.
and by
the light
studio,
broke.
Dan means his basement.
What? Yeah.
I mean,
We
we're
made it a
actually
whole-
in a treehouse.
We made it a whole season of ambiguity around the location. The dude
I know, I think
starts
I
out
knew.
2021 like, yeah, here's where we are. Here's the Addy.
the basement. Anyway, so what we're gonna do now? We have a tier list segment.
So yeah, people have been doing these. It's a thing that's going around where people are
It's
taking.
totally going around.
It is going around.
People are totally doing them,
They are.
and now we are.
We are.
I'm giving you the ad libs.
Okay. But yeah, it's going around. People are doing it. They're putting a ranking from, I guess, what would be S tier, A, B, and then do you want to do
Yeah.
like a C or an F? We'll just go right to F. It's up to you.
I think we have to do S, A, B, C,
F.
F.
Okay.
We can just skip D.
D is arbitrary at that point.
you always skip
Yes.
the D. Well, anyway,
What does that even mean, Jordan?
I don't know.
So we will be doing a ranking tier list. We talk, like what Cameron said, about fast food every episode
All
because
the time.
it's so important to us. But we're not going to do that. We have
We're
put
not.
put the blindfold on. No, we put the
Metaphorically.
shackles on.
Figuratively.
We've
What are you trying to say right now?
we have handicapped ourselves. Not that the blind are the blind are handicapped.
Yes. But it's not a negative.
You're fine if you're blind.
just different.
You all.
in a good way.
You are definitely handicapped. But anyways,
Yes, but we support you.
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder, blind people can do many things. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's not the point.
Did you say blind people or did you say black people?
I said blind.
both.
Yes, both. But Stevie Wonder, I was referring to his
The thing
vision.
is,
You know, people really think that that's a.
yeah, I did know
he's
that
faking
actually.
it. Like
That's hilarious.
Like really a conspiracy that he specifically is faking it. I just can't understand. Anyway, go on.
I think that's very funny.
It's really. I hope on his deathbed he takes the glasses off, just like
Gotcha.
yeah. I could see the whole time.
Your eyes.
By the way, you're hideous.
That'd be amazing.
I saw when I asked for the fruit punch and you gave me the.
Oh, he just has a list.
Yeah, just rolls it out in his deathbed, like at his will reading. They roll it out and are like, "This is why you're not getting this. And it's because I saw you do this once because I've actually been pretending to be blind my whole life.
That's like a good movie plot. Almost.
I know you were mad at me and I saw you flick me off when you
That-
thought I couldn't see it happening right in front of my face.
That's like 100% like a Will Ferrell movie.
That's actually, it's almost like the reverse of the Denzel one.
blind.
Remember where he was like killing people?
Book
Book
Eli.
of Eli. It's almost like the reverse because he was. Oh God, I don't want to spoil it.
Funny thing is,
but he
I've
was
never
blind.
seen that movie.
Me neither.
So he's fighting all these people. I'm sorry if you haven't seen the Book of Eli. You're probably not going to see it, but he was
The
blind
movie
the
came
whole
out like
time.
2007.
And Stevie Wonder would do the reverse where I could see the whole time, but he's dead. I mean, when he died. Anyway, look.
Okay,
we
but look,
have a chain restaurant.
So
we are gonna-
and we're gonna tier them.
yeah, we're gonna handicap ourselves into insane.
Why do we have to keep saying handicap?
We are
Where's
not-
the handicap
we're not
coming
doing
in?
Fast food.
I'm saying we're not able to rank fast food. We're taking fast food out and making it a little harder. We're adding difficulty to the rankings that we have by taking out the thing that we're most comfortable in ranking in
Yes.
fast food. We will be ranking chain sit-down restaurants, not including takeout.
Correct.
So
I mean, you can order takeout or delivery from a lot of these places due to the
panty.
DoorDash,
The
and the panty.
okay,
I want to start.
what's first on
it's
the
not
list? So
my.
like we said, we're gonna
Yeah.
rank them from S, which is the top tier,
Top tier.
A, B,
A is less than top tier.
B,
B is mid.
mid tier. C is like you're not the worst, but why are we talking about you?
You didn't choose to go there.
And
you,
F-
and you wouldn't.
Yeah, C is like you let somebody pick and they picked that.
E and C is bad.
C is bad.
Oh wait, no. D is wait.
What is
F.
the worst
F,
tier?
F is the
I'm-
worst
F
tier.
is you are worse off for actually had going.
Yeah, like I went there and I lost time of my life.
F
I
is do not go.
do not go to these establishments.
Right.
What
What's
we got?
first on the list?
I think we should start. Let's just
start
something
at the
everyone know. Oh, because I don't know. I kind of actually agree with. I like that one. I kind of want to start at like a not great one.
Jordan, you are the keeper of the
You're the
list. You
keeper.
can decide.
But let's just start at like Olive Garden. What do you guys feel about what?
I'm gonna start it out
on
on,
the tier?
a mid tier. I think Olive Garden's a B tier restaurant.
I think Olive Garden is C.
Wow.
Olive Garden is a lot of people's like only entryway to Italian food, and it just drives me crazy. Like, obviously, you like Olive Garden because their whole shtick is bread, and everybody just likes bread. It's
That's
just
fair.
bread.
That's why I give it a mid tier. I don't think it's great, but I think we're gonna do worse.
It's. I think that.
Tiers can move as well as we go, but I'm gonna start
I would
it
say
as
C, but I guess I'm not.
What do
know.
you? You're the deal breaker. Unless you give it like an A.
If we had D in our list, it would for
we
sure
don't.
be a. For sure be
That's what. Okay.
We
I
need the D.
No,
We're gonna put D.
We
in
don't need the D.
but we need D on the list.
We don't need D on the list.
actually kind of agree with Dan's B tier, and I'm not trying to come against you,
No,
Cameron.
that's fine.
There will be times where we definitely
If
do
you
that.
guys said it was A,
No.
I would be upset.
We consider ourselves good at this list.
I hate all.
Nobody's giving it an A.
I actually kind of like it. I haven't been and sat down in maybe years, but
I
it's
can-
not bad.
I can agree with the B because unlimited soup and salad or breadsticks or whatever they have
The
that
breadsticks are delicious.
cost effectiveness. Sure, we'll go B on the Olive Garden. Whatever, we'll just put the.
I like that they have seafood options as well.
Let's
I'm not buying any seafood from Olive Garden ever in my life. But anyway,
let's go to. So I put that as B tier,
B tier.
if that's okay with you,
yeah,
Cameron.
that's fine. B
Um,
classified, documented.
Let's go to. I'm going to go to some of these ones I personally haven't been to in a while. I have been to, but Outback.
C tier. Actually, B tier.
Yeah, that's B. That's
B
pretty
tier.
mid. It's just mid.
The
It's
Bloomin'
just fine.
Onion. I mean, that's a goodest.
I've actually been there almost recently. And it was just like, this is food.
almost like you almost went there, or you were there.
This is food.
They were handling pandemic dining very well.
I haven't been to a restaurant in the pandemic.
There was like 4.
That's
open
like a
tables.
year.
I have. I've sat down at Ruby Tuesday. That was the.
I have
only
not
time.
walked inside of a restaurant since February of last year.
It is just food. It is fine.
So
They do not excel at anything. I'll give it a mid.
I will say Outback, kind of like when Usain Bolt is racing, and there's other racers that are just other. What do you call them? Other people in the
Runners.
race, runners in the race. They kind of just exist to be beat by Usain Bolt. I feel like Outback is that to like Texas Roadhouse, where it's like. It's cool that Outback is real, but it's like, why would I ever go here when Texas
Yeah.
Roadhouse exists unless you have a peanut allergy?
Bloomin' Onion, fine. Yeah.
So
I will say this: if we're gonna give Olive Garden the B tier just off of their breadsticks, Outback Steakhouse gets a B as well for their pumpernickel bread,
I'll give it a B. Pumpernickel is very good bread.
superior bread.
I'm kind of
I
recusing
used to buy it
myself.
by the loaf. I used to buy it by the loaf at Giant and
still
take it
could?
home and eat it.
I'm kind of recusing myself because, to be honest, I haven't went there enough to have an actual real opinion.
It doesn't
about
matter. It would have been 2 to
You
3
got
anyways.
2 Bs.
So 2
B
Bs.
tier. Let's go
Out
on to
Back.
let's just go to Waffle House.
Fucking terrible. F tier immediately.
This is incorrect.
Wow.
If there was an F minus, Waffle House gets an F minus. It's the worst
Look at
establishment
how
in America.
forcefully he's gripping his microphone. He's squeezing his microphone right now.
The worst establishment in America.
And I'm going to tell you why you're absolutely wrong about
strong
Waffle House.
words
I'm
from
going
Ben.
to tell you why
Waffle
you're wrong.
House is the worst establishment
No, it's
in
not.
America.
It's
It
really not.
is horrible.
Wow.
It exists to be shitty.
No, this is incorrect.
It's not incorrect. Their menu is basically a meal coaster.
Yeah.
That's true.
You are doing the thing where you're like, oh, I'm going to Waffle House and I'm expecting
No,
Better.
I don't go to Waffle House.
go to Waffle House
Here's why.
expecting
I'll tell you this.
shitty dining and it's incredible. It's so good.
What? Go to Waffle House
First
expecting
off-
that it's
first
shit and
off-
it's not shit.
First off,
What?
the food is good.
I'll
It
tell you
is
this.
actually just good food. The service is terrible, but why do
I'll tell you
should
this.
expect that? And
I
it's
will-
open 24 hours.
I will say this. I once went. I was once a naive boy, and I was traveling with my family, and we went to go to a Waffle House. Now we looked inside as you do from the road. We were on the highway pulling into the Waffle House. We looked inside to see. Oh, is it busy? Are we going to be waiting? That kind of stuff. We looked inside, or I looked inside. I looked inside the Waffle House from the highway. When I looked inside, the employees were looking back at me. and they
wow.
stop.
Scary stuff.
Look, they made eye contact with me, and I kept it with them the whole time we pulled around. Now, I thought to myself, well, that was weird, but maybe they were just looking out. And maybe they weren't looking at me. We pulled to the parking lot, which is around the building. There's nobody in the parking lot. As soon as we get, mind you, all Waffle Houses are built so that the windows are all like, it's surrounded by glass windows. There's no wall or brick. It's all window.
It's great.
So we pull around to where we can see inside. I look back in to see, maybe they weren't looking at me. They're still looking at me in the eye. We're all making eye contact. My family, the whole family, including me, gets out of the car to walk in. They follow us with their eyes in. They haven't broke eye contact since the highway, right? I say, family, get back in the car. We got back in the car and left and didn't eat there. I didn't eat there for 2 years after that. And the only reason I did eat there was because I was in Virginia, which also sucks. And there was a Waffle House there that I had to go to.
Okay, listen.
Wait, you had to go to the Waffle House in
Yes.
Virginia?
I was
Listen.
with a group of people who were going to Waffle House,
I
and I had to
understand.
go there. There was also limited options where we were.
Listen.
F minus.
First off, I'm
The
giving
worst
Waffle House an A. I'm
that
giving
it?
Waffle.
Oh my!
Listen. First off,
Controversy.
First
on
This
the
is
front,
the
yeah.
worst
First things
take I've
first.
ever heard.
No, it's absolutely not. The Waffle House in our area is literally the busiest restaurant in the plaza on Sunday mornings. Period. Second off.
What's
don't-
the other
so I don't
restaurant?
want you to act.
What's the other restaurant in the plaza
I don't
on
want
Sunday morning?
Oh, there's a TGI Fridays.
no, there's
there.
not anymore.
Yeah,
Which we
yeah,
will
there
get
is.
to
No, there's
later.
not.
Oh,
Oh, they did actually close their doors.
There's a bunch.
Rest in
Well,
peace.
there's a bunch of stuff over there.
Yeah, there's a Wendy's.
There's a bunch of
Across the
It's
street,
as
there's
busy
some
as the
stuff as
local
well.
diner.
There's a Wendy's, a Chipotle, a Texas Roadhouse, and Outback. All not Sunday morning activities.
I'm just
So,
So-
by default, of course it's busy.
No, there's
You're
no
not going to go to
default. It's
Outback Steakhouse or Texas Roadhouse for breakfast.
Listen, the Outback Steakhouse is literally never busy. So
False. There's
anyway,
a reason they give
anyway,
you the buzzers.
I'm gonna give you.
There's a reason they have the buzzers.
And I think they have the buzzers at Waffle House. But anyway,
Yeah, it's a fucking cricket or some shit like that.
listen,
Wow.
When it goes off, just give it to us and we'll give you a fucking bib and a menu.
Waffle House is
Waffle House-
good
listen,
for what it is.
You have to explain Waffle House's menu to Waffle House at the time you go.
And-
you
and
read it
the
off.
food's
you
still
go- they're like,
fine.
hey, what do you want? You're like, oh, I'd like this pancake sausage combo. Like, the what?
Have you been
Like
to
the
Waffle House at
pancakes-
3 a.m?
It's right here. It says I get pancakes and 4 pieces of sausage. Like, it's on this,
and it only costs $5.
it's on this Scantron sheet of a menu that we have right here. Do you know what I'm
Wow.
talking about? Like, they're like, I've never seen that before. Are you sure that's our menu? Am I sure it's your menu? I'm sure this is the same
Yeah,
menu.
it's
outside of
Waffle House.
I'm
What do
sure
you
this is the
expect?
same
This is-
menu
you
you've
need
had
to
since
expect-
1913.
You are not expecting this. This is what you need to expect.
Like, I asked you
Have
for
you
a
been there?
pancake and a sausage.
Have you
I'm not
been there?
asking you for, like,
Past the time of 1 a.m.
how about this?
Answer the question yes or no.
Yes.
Truthfully?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Here's the thing.
I love Waffle
Here's the thing. You could go to a Waffle House, the same Waffle House.
It's consistent
Okay.
everywhere you go.
Let me tell you.
Same shit.
I'll give you this about consistency with a Waffle House. Okay? You could go to a Waffle House on a Tuesday. You get one server, right? And you get, say, the pancakes and sausage. Your meal, $8.40.
Probably less.
$6.40.
Banger.
You go on a Thursday, you get a new server. You get the same meal. Your meal is now $10.30.
That's not how it works.
That's how it goes, bro. There's no consistency.
If I worked at Waffle House, I'd be mean to you too.
Fuck Waffle House. Waffle House is F tier.
A.
You suck. You are the worst
I'm giving it an A.
establishment in America.
I'm giving it. I love Waffle. My mom was like, we're trying to go for breakfast, and there's very limited breakfast options in my area, especially because the diner, like the local diner, is always packed to the brim. This is way pre-pandemic, and I was like, Mom, let's go to Waffle House, and she heard the hate speech and spew that people like Dan say. She's like, Waffle House, that place is terrible. I'm like, Mom, just give it a chance, and we went. She's like, you're right. This is actually really good.
So she had one good experience in a Waffle House, and she's like,
Yes.
all the bad things were a myth.
Every single Waffle House experience I've had was good. I'm giving.
I've had 5 in my life. 5
it
were
a-
shit.
giving it an A.
Terrible establishment. F minus.
You had a bad experience because the guy in the drive-through called you Danny.
that was Chick-fil-A. First of all, that was Chick-fil-A.
So that is you have a very
First of all, that
a
was
thin
Chick-fil-A.
trigger there.
First
you got
of
a
all-
thin trigger.
first of
Waffle
all,
House A tier. What do
That
you
was
think, Jordan?
Chick-fil-A, and I've gone back to that Chick-fil-A since. I would not hold it against them as an establishment, but I do hold against that gentleman as an individual.
I was at Waffle House once with a friend of mine, and we decided to just go there. And it was like, you know what? It's not bad. It's like solidly B tier in my opinion.
Look at
Cameron
that.
started this
Look at
argument.
that.
Cameron started
Look
this.
at that.
Cameron started this defense with, if you go in there expecting it to be shit, it's going to be the best thing you've ever eaten in your life.
Exactly.
So what was your tier, Dan?
If you
F minus.
expect Waffle
F tier.
House, you're gonna be. It's what it
F
is.
tier.
Possibly the
A
lowest.
tier
I'm saying
for
A.
Cameron, and I said B tier. Is that C or B, guys?
I'm
Which
going
one?
for. I'll go for a B.
No, I'm not going
It'll
any
piss
higher than
Dan
C.
off.
I will not compromise to anything higher than C
no,
tier.
dude.
Daniel?
This is 2 against 1.
I will not
2 against
compromise this
2 against
list.
1.
The
Daniel.
integrity of this
Are
list.
you trying to compromise democracy?
Daniel. Daniel.
Are you
All right,
an
what do you- what do you-
insurrectionist? Are you
what-
going to storm the
Stop
Capitol?
it. You stop it right now.
That's what it
Daniel.
sounds like. Stop the count. Waffle House got 2 votes for B, but Dan thinks it's being stolen from him. What about that, huh? Stop
Daniel.
the waffle count.
Daniel, I'm putting B tier. I'm sorry.
Absolutely, we're putting fucking B
But
tier. I
look-
love Waffle House. I love you.
You are entitled to your
All of
Waffle
my
House
followers
hatred.
were-
opinion.
We're putting a coup.
No, please. Okay, next.
Next,
Let's go to
It's all fun and games,
I
but
won
seriously, that was fucked up.
That's documented that I won that.
Cracker Barrel.
C.
You know what? There's just not a lot of places that you can get grits anymore.
I'm just gonna put it at C because I don't give a shit about it. I'm not gonna go there by choice, but I'll be there if I go.
First off,
I've been there a good amount of times.
you like it.
For breakfast. My wife liked their breakfast until
It
I
is good.
introduced her
It's
to
really
Bob
good.
Evans.
I don't care about it at all.
If you're,
It's not
good.
bad at all.
It's good if you're white. It's great.
If look, I have no further comments.
I'll give it a B. They sell rocking chairs. That's cool.
Your first comment
You can get
made it a
candy.
C.
I'm afraid I don't want to give everything B tier,
Sure.
I'm gonna C.
but I feel like
If you look at me and say, "Where are we going? Cracker Barrel or Waffle House?" I'm saying Waffle House every time.
how about
I'm not
C?
going.
Can we give it a C?
If I tell you, hey, where are
Give
we?
Cracker Barrel a C.
Is that
I said C
insulting?
As well. I said C as well. So it's two against
C
one.
tier, I guess.
I just,
tier,
but think about it this way, right? Dan, do you want to go to Outback Steakhouse or Cracker Barrel?
I want to
I'm
go to
picking
Outback
Cracker
Steak.
Barrel every single time over Outback.
I
I think
wanna
we
go to
need to
Outback
put
Steakhouse.
Outback down to C.
I think if we put Outback to C, then we got to put Olive Garden to C with it.
I think Olive Garden's better than Outback.
No. Very simply put,
It's hard
no.
for me to. I
Outback has
haven't been Outback enough to have.
I think
an actual
Outback's menu was
informed opinion.
incredibly diverse compared to Olive Garden.
Well, Olive Garden's saying they're an
So
Italian
we put
restaurant.
we put Outback and Olive Garden down to C,
Sure,
and then we put Cracker Barrel at B.
Okay.
I'm with that.
So
I think
Cracker,
that's good.
let's review this. Cracker Barrel is now at B, and Olive Garden is at C.
It is to be said that there's some real commitment to the atmosphere from Cracker Barrel.
I mean,
know-
you walk into a store essentially.
There is a general store.
It has the same thing as like a Bob Evans, where you walk in, you get a gift shop, and then you get breakfast afterwards.
Yeah, but also you can play checkers out on the porch. They sell rocking chairs. It's
There is a porch.
There is-
Period.
Yeah, they're really selling the
I'll give it
1916
a-
experience.
I'll give it a B. I'll give it.
I have put Cracker Barrel for B tier. Okay, Friendlies. They have ice cream.
So
I'm gonna give Friendlies an A tier.
Dan likes Friendlies.
They have ice cream. They have Americana, general food.
This is how I feel about Friendlies. Everything about Friendlies
Is regular.
shouts C. However, the Monster
Mash.
the Monster
The Monster
Sundae.
Mash. It's called the Monster Mash.
It's the
It's called the Monster Mash.
the
Mint chocolate chip ice cream?
with a cherry
Monster
nose,
Mash.
M&M eyes, and ears made out of Reese's peanut butter cups. That is the single-handedly the best ice cream experience I've ever had.
Plus,
in my
they have the
life.
peanut butter cup frenzy, which might be overall better than the McFlurry and giving the Blizzard
and
a run for its
Friendlies
money.
is cheap too.
Yeah, it's
so.
that's what I'm saying. Like you could bring your whole family there for $40.
I vote B. I can't give it an A.
I'm gonna give it A because I definitely think I'd rather go there than Cracker Barrel.
I'm actually going to give it an A because they have a lot of food, a good amount, not like
Heck
a
yeah.
1,000 items, but they have a lot of food, a good amount of food, and then they have an extensive ice cream
They
selection.
do. Their ice
which
cream menu is
The
like
ice cream
pages
is
long.
probably what
Pages long.
sells it there. But I just
I'll say this: they were also the first establishment that had a burger that was grilled cheese as a bun, burger, and then another grilled cheese as another bun. It was 2 grilled cheeses on the outside of a regular burger. They were the first establishment to do that.
all right. I'll give it to Friendlies.
A.
Well, we can give it
Friendly's
an A.
the first A tier of the day.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Good job, Friendlies.
Great
I haven't
job.
been there in a while.
We should get.
Very
I would
solid
get
food.
that tonight.
Let's just go right on to Chili's. I love
A tier.
Chili's. I'm
Chili's
very
is an A.
biased
A
here.
solid A.
Solid A.
Very
I
good
can't give
food.
Friendly's an A and then I'll give Chili's an A.
Now,
Chili's
let's not
is good
forget,
food.
S is a tier. So if you guys in your
No,
brain
I
are
think it's an A
reserving
tier.
something with
It's
S,
not S.
nothing
It's
is
not
S.
S tier.
Okay,
It's not.
I will say that Chili's sliders are the greatest sliders to have ever been created.
I will agree
I
with
know
that.
my S tier argument, and you guys are gonna disagree with me so hard.
I already
So-
do.
I'm
A tier for
Chili's
Chili's.
is good. No, Chili's is very,
Hey, Chili's
very
is
good.
an
I think they are very good. Their appetizers,
soups are
entrees,
super
their
good.
chicken.
I'm not really a soup guy. I had it for the first time in my
very
life
good.
this year. So
Let's get this out of the way. Applebee's.
S tier. I'm so serious.
It's time to end the podcast.
you are
Dan,
not
Dan,
serious.
Think of all the times that we went to Applebee's after our volleyball games or volleyball
Yeah, but
practice.
you're
and
voting
I
on
tie
nostalgia.
and I tie my happiness at that time in my life to half-priced apps after 9 o'clock.
That's what I'm saying.
I just can't not do it. I watched the NBA Finals when LeBron James carried his team on his back to a championship in Cleveland. Where did I watch it? At an Applebee's bar. Applebee's is the pinnacle to some of the most important things that have happened in my life, so I can't not give it an S tier. I love Applebee's. Its food is fine. 2 for $20 is legendary when you're taking people on dates for when you're a child and you don't have a lot of money. Like high school, Applebee's, boom. And then, man, it's just
I
great.
will say this.
Dollar margaritas.
I'm going to give Applebee's a
Value.
B. And the only reason I'm giving it a B is because it's not as good as Chili's.
Eating good in the neighborhood. I'm giving it an S tier.
I don't
It's
care.
everywhere.
Wow. I don't care.
Everywhere.
What tier are you giving it, Daniel? B.
And I think that's a compromise B.
I'm giving it the worst tier.
Wow. Let's hear it.
What is that? F tier?
F tier.
It's garbage. It's just not good.
not.
I don't even feel like it's not even worth me elaborating how garbage it is. It's like so bad. Like, look, I would rather you
feelings
not
are so
go.
hurt.
I would rather it's in your best interest to not go to Applebee's. Okay, maybe in a major city, maybe it's just the Applebee's I went to. I felt like back in the day, I did feel like when I was a kid, they were good. I went as an adult, as a growner man,
So the jury's out on Applebee's.
and it was terrible.
What was bad about it?
This is the thing that's sad. So I got mozzarella sticks.
I have a mod story for another one of these coming up
And
too.
how do you do mozzarella sticks badly?
Oh, trust me, I'll tell you how when we get to a different restaurant.
And they did it.
Is that TJ? It's you fast forwarding to Friday.
Okay, but let's finish Applebee's. I gave it actually the worst tier. So what tier should you think? Should we give it
giving it an
There's a lot of
S.
B's,
I guess
maybe C.
C.
no,
I think-
no.
Well, okay.
You said B. I said.
Do you
S.
think Applebee's?
I guess the middle is
Logically,
B.
we meet in B.
Okay.
B is- okay, that's true.
Okay,
So
so
Applebee's
this is
is
on
a
the
B
same
tier.
tier as Cracker Barrel and Waffle House.
Absolutely.
I'd like to.
Whatever.
He's so sad. I'd like to.
That's fine.
I'd like to point out that
okay.
the scale of Applebee's honestly is impressive. It went from the highest to the worst.
I love
with me in the
Applebee's.
middle. I don't care.
I will if anybody's like, where do we want to eat? On spur of the moment, I'm always saying the Applebee's.
You're about to get some cold ass quesadillas.
Eating good in the neighborhood. I've never had a bad food experience at Applebee's. Okay, well,
let's-
pasta leaves a little bit to be desired, but whatever.
Let's transition right into formerly known as TGI Fridays, now have rebranded to just Fridays.
F tier. An easy F tier. Honestly, it's the only restaurant I think we're gonna have on here that can even keep up with
F
Waffle
for
House.
Fridays?
It's F for fucking
first
terrible.
off-
Wow.
You gotta stop the Waffle House slander.
First of
It's,
all,
it's a B tier on your
you
tier
wanna
list,
know-
and you're gonna like it.
Jordan wanted to know how you can do mozzarella sticks bad, and I'll tell you how. I went to a TGI Fridays to have their endless $20 endless somethings.
Who knows?
I
Whatever
truly
it was.
do not know.
But
All I know is half price
here's the
apps
deal.
after 9 o'clock. Applebee's.
Sponsored by
I wish.
I don't wish. I've
No,
negated
don't you
your
fuck-
wish.
Don't you fuck this up for me. Applebee's, if for my God, please. I love Applebee's so much. I'll take
This is the second episode that line and that motion has
No, it hasn't.
Yes, I'm playing them side by side when I edit this. Okay, fine.
I am truly.
That's the
I'm a
second
cartoon
time.
character.
Flashback.
If I'm not anything, I'm consistent.
Insert flashback of Cameron saying the same thing on the very last episode,
pathetic.
dressed as Luigi right now.
I love Applebee's. Truly, I love Applebee's so much. I love Applebee's.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, anyway,
Listen, okay, look.
if they fucked up your mozzarella sticks,
Here's
what
how.
do they do?
Here's how. So I went to TJ Fridays.
So you're saying F tier?
F tier, easy F. I'm going to tell you how. I went there with our friends Goonie Spoonie, who you know, he's been on the podcast, great guest, honestly one of the highest listened episodes that we have with him, and my friend Jay Bird, Joshua Smay, I also live with him. We went to get there and we sat there and all got the same thing. We got 3 orders
Wow.
of mozzarella sticks. Now here's what happened.
This is making me want some food talking about all this food.
I tried to
boys.
order you a pizza and you shot me down.
I did not shoot you down. I agreed to. Anyways, mozzarella stick.
So I ordered them. Their mozzarella sticks were fine.
Oh,
They were fine. But mine.
yours were not.
But then I ate mine. And I said, hey, guys, something's fucked up. Immediately, I took one bite and I knew something was a muck.
But what was it?
I'll tell you what it was. There was no mozzarella.
It was just
It's just
a
bread.
empty.
Nope. They gave me a Parmesan cheese stick on the inside of the mozzarella stick coating.
That's probably really
Inside,
good.
you know how you
Are you sure that wasn't delicious?
No, it was cold.
Oh, God.
It was like somebody fried a cheese stick.
That's how they make mozzarella
No,
sticks.
but like like the ones the string cheese. It was like
That's literally how they make mozzarella sticks. You know this, right?
you know how when you bite into a mozz stick, it's supposed to string out.
Uh-huh.
You're supposed to see. That's part of the experience.
But it was actually Parmesan cheese.
It was legitimate. I called the waiter.
Dude, that's probably good. I would eat that,
We
I
just
think.
talked about the last one that I'm not a guy who really like calls the waiter like that.
Yeah.
I had to call. I was like, dude, what is this? And he was like, that's not right. And I was like,
Did they fix it?
they did. They gave me new mozzarella
And
sticks.
how were those mozzarella sticks?
Still shit. Still. Actually, you know what? I take it back. I ate some of Goonies, who was because again, he's the nicest guy, and I skipped that and went to the next appetizer. I didn't even get another one of those. His were good though.
I was going to give TGI Fridays initially a B, thinking B. I'm now leaning more towards C. The food I've had from them is like, oh, whatever.
The only
But
reason
they
you go
did
there
have
is the
really
cost.
good mojitos.
That's not a category.
But
We're not being judged
you
here.
can't really fuck
Exactly.
up alcohol like that. So I will solidify a vote at C.
I'm going F tier.
Is it go F to C then?
Yes.
So I'm the deciding vote.
Yes.
Look, this is what I know about Fridays. My wife liked their wings.
That means Jordan likes their wings.
That's definitely not what that means. It actually means that they're going to be F tier because I never went to that friggin' restaurant because I hate the name TGI Fridays.
Okay, F tier. So Fridays is F tier.
Did you give that story?
Yeah, I don't.
I'll tell you what. My wife likes them, but I hate
I do
them.
not. Look,
F tier.
F tier. Okay, we got an F tier. We need to maybe.
We have two F tiers.
No.
Waffle House stays there in my mind and my
actually,
heart.
It's B. So you're pissed.
let's just go right to Red Robin.
Now
A tier.
I might
Actually, S tier.
go for S tier.
I'm gonna go S tier.
Never had anything bad at Red Robin
I mean,
at all.
and campfire sauce and some of the best honey mustard on the market.
Unlimited fries, bottomless
And
fries.
bottomless fries, bottomless root beer floats.
That's a fucking banger. They have a bar there too. Lots of TVs
S tier.
for sports.
S tier.
Every burger is good.
I'm gonna pull the confetti. I'm gonna
Bonsai
pull
burger.
the confetti.
Have you guys had a bonsai burger? It's absolutely insane. And the
you
burger
agreeing
with
with
the
me?
egg on it. Yeah, I'm going with the
You're
S
going S
tier.
tier?
I've never read.
I'm gonna pull the confetti if
Can
you're
I
down.
do it? Wait,
Ready?
Jordan, are you on the same?
I'm
page?
actually. Look, I'm overruled, but I'm going solidly B tier here.
We're pulling the
S
confetti.
tier. Hey,
on
what's
this.
it? Hey! Bring the confetti down because it's an S tier. It's a celebration.
And there's probably LMFAO playing during this.
no.
No.
Yes,
look,
it's on and popping.
and I'm going to do this
Okay,
very
that is the
quickly.
song that's getting played.
B tier because, in my opinion, and this is going to be very controversial. I think for a company that I'm so serious. Now I'm
All on
talking
the edge of our seats right now.
for a company that prides themselves in their burger, and I think they say beer as well, burger and beer or something.
Yum.
I don't think. The marketing. Red Robin. Yum.
Yeah.
That's like universal.
For a company that prides themselves on their burgers are not as good as like Five Guys.
Five Guys is literally.
Five Guys is shit.
Their
Only
burgers
burgers.
are not, yes,
And
but
they're not
still,
even that good for a
No,
place that's
I
only
think I'd
burgers.
rather have a Red
Yeah,
Robin
me too.
burger than a Five Guys burger.
Red Robin's burgers are not as good as Ruby Tuesday.
I'd like to hear your.
Well, we're not there
brother-
yet.
I'd
We're-
like to
we're
hear
not
your
here yet.
brother's opinion on that. I know he's a big Five Guys advocate. Maybe he'll listen.
He
to this
actually
and
used to
weigh
work
in.
there.
We still have to have him on. We have 5 mics now. We
The
can get him on.
reason I knocked down Red Robin is because you can't say burgers, and then I've been to other places who don't even pride themselves on burgers,
No, their
and they're
burgers
better than yours.
The Red Robin burgers are crazy.
Also, I don't
their
want
burger,
to-
They
okay,
have
continue.
2 different categories of the burger menu. They have traditional burgers, and then they have their select gourmet burgers in style.
Correct.
Oh, and there's cheaper burgers too.
Yeah, I think at any price point you're gonna get a good burger.
I think their fundamental burger is weak, and just because you can put all this crap on it doesn't mean you have a good burger.
and I think that's
That's
same.
me personally.
That's
This
me
is
with
me.
Five Guys, because Five Guys
That's fair.
starts. If you just get a
I mean,
burger,
I don't
it's a
agree,
plain
but
burger,
yeah.
and just the
Yeah.
plain burger is not that great. You have to dress it up to your liking for it to be
First
your own
off,
preference.
While we're
I
talking about
disagree.
Five Guys, why are you trying to trick me? right?
Five Guys
If I
sucks. We've been over
order a regular burger, it's a double patty.
Yeah.
Every time. I have to order a small to get a single patty. That's
Little.
incorrect.
But look,
That's not how the
Also,
world
just
works.
have combos. Hey,
they want your money.
hey.
It's like $15. Red Robin is cheaper.
Hey. If you
That's
are a
probably true,
restaurant,
actually.
if you're a restaurant where you serve a burger and also fries and also drinks,
Milkshakes.
make a combo. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't
want
want
a
to
burger,
pay.
fries, and a shake.
I
and
do not want to pay for each item individually.
$20.
Make a combo, and that's it.
$20 for that. That's unbelievable.
I'll go there and spend $20 on a double pattied burger. Miss me later.
But I do recognize
You'll see me at Red Robin. You'll see me at the damn Waffle House before you see. No, you won't.
Wow.
No, you won't.
he couldn't even say that.
No, you won't.
I gave the Red Robin the S tier. So that is actually, I was fully overruled there. That's okay, but I feel like I got a coupon for Red Robin. Anyway, let's move on.
Confetti's been pulled.
He has been pulled.
Very quickly, because we are running a little long. Red Lobster seafood restaurant, for those of you who don't know.
I'm gonna go C tier.
F tier.
C tier.
I kind of am going to go B tier.
So
myself.
C is the answer.
I think F tier because Red Lobster is like, why would you ever go to a chain fast food restaurant? That Red Lobster exists in like
Well, not
Oklahoma.
fast food. We ruled out fast food.
Or yeah, you know what I mean. Seafood. I meant to say seafood. Like this is just.
Where's Oklahoma come in? What were you about to say there?
How is Oklahoma close to the sea, Jordan?
Right.
Why do I want to eat lobster in Oklahoma? That just sounds incorrect. Totally.
Yeah.
Red Lobster is overrated. Their cheddar biscuits are the only good thing about them, and you can get those in a box now.
I will say this. I think they're a seafood restaurant, and they don't do seafood great.
Bang. That's a bar.
I could have better seafood at an Olive Garden.
I'll give it. Yeah, you know what? You
I
probably
don't
could.
fully agree with that.
So where's Olive Garden?
But Olive
C?
Garden is.
If that's C, then this has
Olive
to be
Garden
F.
is C tier.
I'm giving
That's
it an F.
I'm with
Red
you.
Lobster is
Jeez.
garbage.
Red Lobster is worse than Olive Garden for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry to our Red Lobster listeners,
Wow.
but you know who you are.
And the guys that Red Lobster is a fancy restaurant, and then they charge you for like
They charge you fancy prices. Fancy
No
prices for
No
what?
thanks.
We have about 5 more. So how about Bob Evans? I personally.
Is that on the list?
Bob
Yeah,
Evans
Bob
is on the
Evans
list.
is on the list.
I only get
B.
breakfast at Bob
You
Evans.
only get breakfast. If you don't get breakfast, you're doing Bob Evans wrong.
I personally have to give Bob Evans an A tier.
I'll give it an A as well.
I love Bob Evans. I love their
I'd
breakfast.
give it a B.
I'll say
So-
this: Bob Evans does their breakfasts well.
When have you
Anything
had it
on that
recently?
menu, I've had it right before the pandemic. I had it.
I've door dashed it twice during the pandemic, and I
don't.
Is that how it's meant to be
I don't
enjoyed,
know. That's what
though?
I'm saying. I think the DoorDash is the factor and the variable in that
don't
that's
know,
not doing
man.
it for you.
That's got to come right
it's
to the
gotta be-
table, and you've got to eat it right there.
Yeah, and the
in my
presentation
opinion.
is phenomenal because they always
Correct.
separate your stuff really well. Like when you get like that sort of diner experience where they give you a different plate for all the stuff you want to eat on different plates. Bob Evans does do
I'll
that.
concede the A because it was my grandmother's. She liked Bob Evans.
Shout
a
out.
lot.
Wow. What would have
That
your
lady.
tier been?
B.
So A tier.
A tier.
Anyway, okay. Oh my God. So Denny's, I've actually never eaten at a Denny's.
I'll tell you this. Denny's, if you want to see somebody get into a full-on fist fight, you'll go to a Popeyes or a Denny's.
So whatever Dan
Absolutely.
thinks Waffle House is, Denny's actually truly is. Denny's is F tier. If you're eating at a Denny's, you have no other option.
Denny's is the kind of place that, Denny's is your last resort restaurant.
Truly, you
I
have
say
no
that
other choice.
knowing that Waffle House is not a resort, but Denny's is the last resort.
I will just say this. When you look on YouTube, you can go to top 10 fights at Denny's, and there will be a compilation video for you that will pop up.
Denny's is the kind of place
That's all
where
I'm going to say.
like if you
Just going to say that.
if you say the wrong word, the server is going to hit you.
Probably.
Yeah. Or the people in the next booth are going to hear you and start. I've seen the videos, folks, at separate Denny's. Okay. That's F tier. I think we kind of agree.
Yeah, F tier for
'Cause
sure.
you shouldn't have compilation videos on YouTube about people. You don't have that for friendlies. I mean, it's
Don't
called
have that anywhere
friendlies.
else.
People are friendly. Anyway, IHOP. I have been to an IHOP
C
in Philadelphia.
C tier.
C tier.
An agreeable C tier.
Yeah, agreeable C.
It's nothing special, but
It's pretty good.
It's
and
good
they're,
for what it is.
Very sugary pancakes are like good.
yeah.
I
It has
would-
a very diverse pancake menu. I will say that.
Yes. I could give it a B.
I would
I'll
give
give
it
it
a B, actually.
I'll give it a B. I'll give it a B.
So you're kind of
I've had their
overruled now.
churro pancakes, and they were delicious.
You know what?
That
I
sounds
think
delicious.
I think I'll give them a B based off of the selection of syrups.
Oh, and there's 4 different flavor syrups at every table.
There is a lot of syrup in that place, and you have a lot of selection. You could have a different syrup for every bite.
I've gotten sick at an IHOP. I'm not going to explain the story. I gotten sick and threw up in the IHOP bathroom, and the servers were
God.
just very nice to me the whole time.
They watched you do
Were
it.
they like there patting your back?
I was with some people. I was like kind of like laying down on the booth, and they're like, "Are you okay?" They're just being, and this was at 1 in the morning. Don't ask. But yeah, no, IHOP. I'll give it a B.
I'll go B as well.
That's kind of a weird story, but B tier is fine. So I think we have 2 left. So let's first start at Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah. I know he is.
And I don't even like that
Definitely not
restaurant.
really.
Texas Roadhouse? Or
This is the second
other
to
one?
last.
Texas
Anyway, let's just
Roadhouse
talk.
has the worst
I'm gonna put
atmosphere.
I'm gonna
of
put it like this.
any restaurant.
I agree with you, and I'm gonna give it an F. And I'll tell you why I'll give it an F. I know Jordan's sad, and I'll tell you why I give
so
it an F.
happy. I give it
I
an
fully
F,
respect
too.
your
Really?
opinion.
I truly do.
I'll tell you why I give it an F. First of all,
This list has lost credibility.
No, it is not.
I'll tell you why Texas Roadhouse is an F. Texas Roadhouse is the worst. I'm telling you this because if I was getting to go Texas Roadhouse, I'd give it a different grade.
Facts.
Texas Roadhouse is the possibly best food that I cannot enjoy eating it at a Texas Roadhouse. Eating at a Texas Roadhouse is basically like them bringing your food, putting it on the floor, and saying, that's the place we have for you today. It is the most disgusting establishment you can eat in, including Waffle House. If you make it far enough into a Waffle House, you have your own problems, but once you get in there, you're eating on a better selection of plates and whatever, even half washed, I'm sure, than you would at a Texas Roadhouse. You can I'm sure I think this changed very recently within the pandemic rules, but you could be within spitting distance of anybody that you were with. They gave you peanuts and just said, floor is your oyster. Have a free go. It's the worst. As you walk in, you hear the subtle crunch of other people's chewed items. It was terrible. They give you this masquerade of here's some rolls with some cinnamon butter. Let me tell you
is
what.
good.
Let me tell you what.
The bread
cinnamon
is
butter-
free,
The cinnamon,
basically.
the cinnamon butter, it's fine. I'm using the regular butter.
Wow.
I'm using the regular butter because their bread is good. The bread taste gets overpowered by the cinnamon taste. I'm just eating sugar. If I wanted to go to Auntie Anne's, I would have gone to Auntie
Oh,
Anne's.
that should have been on the list.
Now, here's the thing.
But you
The
can't
food at
sit
Texas
down.
Roadhouse, aside from the atmosphere, is not that good. I would rather eat at a Friendly's. I'd rather eat at an Outback. I'd rather
Appleback.
I'd rather even go to Applebee's.
Oh, bars.
I don't want to sit inside of a Texas Roadhouse ever.
Ever. It's the worst atmosphere.
It's
the minute
loud.
you hear people hooting and
Yeah.
hollering,
It's loud.
It's like I'm not enjoying my rattlesnake bites. And then why are they called rattlesnake bites? These are just jalapeno poppers.
They're
You're
not
branding
great.
it too far. You're trying to make me enjoy
It's too much.
this.
I don't like if I wanted to feel like I was in Texas, I'd go to Texas. I don't want to eat in Texas.
I would never.
I don't want to be in Texas.
I've eaten in Texas, and they have very good barbecue. But look, I think the
That's
peanuts.
a Paul Wall.
I think
Shout out Paul Wall.
I don't understand personally. I kind of understand what they're going, but the peanuts on the ground thing, I don't know what's up. Like even Five Guys has this weird peanut atmosphere, and I guess they use peanut oil for their fries.
Yeah,
but
if
it's like,
you-
what
if
is up
you're-
with these places and
if
just
you're-
putting peanuts out?
If you have a peanut allergy, Texas Roadhouse and Five Guys are not even on
going
your
to
radar.
die.
You'll die. You'll
Why
walk in and
can't-
immediately die.
Why can the circus clean the peanuts off the floor, but my Texas Roadhouse cannot?
It's a shame.
That's true. Now, personally, Texas Roadhouse is S tier because I think their food is excellent, consistent,
You have your opinions.
and
Very strange.
it's good enough for me to sit through the random yelling. I like that you can go in, and when you could go in, you could pick a song from the jukebox and it would play really loudly when they got to it.
But see, that's
That
the point.
sounds
That's
terrible.
not good.
And the
Like, because
bread
you're
is
not
free.
the only person going in there. Bread's free everywhere. That's not like that. Doesn't.
Well,
that's not
bread's
a thing.
free
That's
everywhere.
not.
I do
that's
not get
like
free bread at
special
a lot
to
of these
Texas
places.
Roadhouse. But my point is this: whatever song you pick to play loudly, there are 500 other people in this Texas Roadhouse that have the option to play loud songs that you do not like.
Yeah, I don't
It's
want
okay.
I
Most
don't
of
want to
them do.
hear blasting through speakers "Boys Round Here" by Blake Shelton.
Yeah, I don't care.
I think their
F.
food
F.
is so.
F.
I think their food is good enough for me to put up with that. Now, I will say this: the last time I went there with the kids, the waiter actually dropped all of our food
F.
on the thing.
And he probably was just like, "It's you know what?
Like it's with the
he was
peanuts
new.
now.
I'll
He
tell
was
you
new.
what. I'll tell you this. There was at least one split second where he looked at you to see if you were going to be okay with it. Like, do you want me to pick it up?
F.
Actually-
there was a moment.
Actually, and very quickly, because I know we're running long, he said
we?
the
Yeah.
people were like,
Not much.
so he dropped it in front of like his coworkers, and he like kind of started laughing, not really loud, but I could see them. And then I guess someone lied to him and said that we were laughing at him. Never happened. So when he came back to the table, he was like, I know you guys might have been laughing and everything. And it's like, no, we were not laughing. So he actually had it in his mind we were laughing at him from knocking the stuff over.
that
and it was
to-
just it was
that
wrong.
right
They
there-
lied on us.
Minus.
Terrible.
Terrible establishment.
So what tier are we going to
F.
give this?
We're giving it an F.
This is amazing.
Even
I
if you
don't
average
know
out,
if I agree.
even if you average out FFC, it's still F.
Yeah.
Last
F
but
that.
not least, how do you guys feel about Ruby Tuesday?
S.
I think
S.
I would give it an A to S. I really would.
B.
Ooh.
It's fine.
I'm just going to give. I am actually.
I'm gonna go A.
I love Ruby Tuesday,
A.
and I'm going to give it an A as well.
I'm gonna go A.
And
A
this
minus,
is
though.
why.
Sure.
A minus. Though.
First of all, I think it's one of the best kept secrets.
I agree. I didn't know about it till
Yeah,
you showed it to
sure.
me.
First of all, because it's never crowded ever.
Facts.
I've been going there since I was a kid, and it's never been crowded.
I'll tell you this. I had never been there before Jordan's wife messaged me to get some of his friends
Forgot that
there
happened.
for a surprise party for his birthday. That was the first time I've ever been there. I was so pleasantly surprised at my thing there that I actually went on a date there.
Really?
A year later. And I'll tell you this.
so
I will
excited
say
about
this. I will say this. It was not crowded. And it was a very enjoyable experience. I went there
Beautiful.
and I
Nice.
I got a whole different thing off the menu, which is something that if you know me, I'm a guy. I stick to what I like.
That is
I find
correct.
it. I stick to it.
Absolutely.
I went to this Ruby Tuesdays. I went back. There was nobody there. The experience was great because it was very one-on-one. You know,
Wow.
It did not take a long time for the food, and I looked at the menu and I got something different.
Beautiful stuff. So
And we should have included Isaac's on this list.
I'm sorry.
F
F
tier.
tier.
F tier. Isaac's F tier.
I tried to go to eat at an Isaac's
Terrible soup.
with my then girlfriend, who I also was at Ruby Tuesday with.
Fine.
We tried to
sandwiches.
go to an Isaac's
No fries,
at
only
5
chips.
o'clock on a Friday.
Terrible.
Walked into the door and the woman said, "Sorry, we're closing."
Who knows that much about birds?
5 o'clock on a Friday. When is your sales happening?
Doesn't make any sense.
5 o'clock on a Friday.
Tiny portion.
The dinner hour.
I hate Isaac's.
So
I really hate Isaac's.
The dinner hour.
I have never been there ever.
F.
Not good. F.
So I'm going to quickly review for our listeners.
Yes.
Well, it's been on the
tier.
screen the whole time.
Oh,
yeah. Well, for our listeners.
Yeah. If
Oh
you're
yeah, for the
listening.
listener, you got it.
If you're listening on
let's start
Spotify?
from the bottom.
Apple Music. Zune store. Are we on the Zune? I don't know.
I don't think
We're everywhere.
Is that
We're
real?
everywhere.
I'm going to start from the bottom,
Like Drake.
like Drake. F tier. TGI. Oh, sorry. Fridays. Come on. I mean, that
Either one.
contributes so much to the F tier. I mean, you can't just switch up. Anyway, Fridays F tier. Texas Roadhouse. This was controversial to me.
Not to me.
Nope. Not at all. I'm so
Was
with Dan.
F tier. I don't agree with that at all, but okay.
Oh, this is great.
Red Lobster F tier. And
Damn.
our last F tier was just was just added Isaac's.
Isaac's.
That's probably besides Waffle House to me the easiest. Besides Fridays, Isaac's, and Waffle House were the easiest Fs for me.
I'm happy with that F tier.
I'm
lot.
also happy with it.
C tier is the next lowest, correct? C tier we have Outback.
Yep.
Deserved
We have Olive Garden.
Yep.
accordingly.
That's actually all we have.
I'm happy with the C tier.
I think none of those could be any higher or lower than the other.
True.
So I'm happy with that.
B tier we have Applebee's.
Bam.
I fully don't agree with this, but
I'm
I don't wanna
okay with it, but I'm not
I don't wanna
happy
go
about
over
it.
that again. IHOP we have B tier. I had a
No,
nice
IHOP is a
experience.
C tier
Oh,
restaurant.
we had B.
It was
Remember
B.
because you said they're syrups?
Okay.
I had B tier for IHOP
Okay.
on my
Okay.
list.
If you're the keeper, it's been on the
And
screen the whole time. So I
Waffle
can-
House was
Yeah.
B
Bam.
tier.
That is, I vehemently disagree with Waffle House's placement. I
love Waffle
I
House.
stand by this. I will say this on record. Fuck you, Waffle House.
Whoa.
you
Enough of that.
suck.
No.
Enough of that.
But whatever. back to the list.
Cracker Barrel was our final B tier.
Yeah, I'm satisfied
Indifferent.
with the B tier.
Indifferent.
Wait, yeah, that was
To
B
put
tier. Did I
Cracker
already say
Barrel
Applebee's?
and then
I just
Waffle
said
House
Applebee's.
together It is a tragedy.
Two sides of the same coin.
Is it?
Anyways.
I'm gonna go out and say Waffle House's pecan waffles are better than Cracker Barrel's
I'll
waffles.
go out and say this. If you go anywhere and
Never
get a
got
pecan
waffles from
waffle, you deserve to eat at a Waffle House.
Well, A tier,
What I
Chili's.
deserve in the
Chili's
B
is
tier.
just a great, well-rounded restaurant.
It is.
Chili's is truly the
just very
like
good.
just the good.
Good. If
Good.
you're not better than Chili's, well, if you're
Just got a shiver.
if you're better than Chili's, you're good. If you're worse than Chili's, you're not good. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I agree.
That's my personal opinion. So Chili's A tier. Other A tiers, Ruby Tuesday. I agree with that. I'm a big fan. Friendly's.
Yes.
Ice cream
Yep.
selection is
Ice cream is
amazing.
amazing.
The food
Easy
is
pick.
good. I mean,
The food is
Friendly's
good,
was
actually.
Friendly's was the easiest A lock for me. It's not the greatest, but it is really good compared to the competition.
and
Yeah.
finally for A tier, we actually had a Bob Evans. Consistent experience. Their breakfast
Consistency.
has been going on for years and years, decades. I remember as a kid, I would get the Kool-Aid, even though that's a little
I'll tell you
on the
this,
nose.
I rem-
yeah.
I remember going to Bob Evans as a kid and getting the little farmer's breakfast, and then going there as an adult and getting the farmer's breakfast.
Exactly. And they actually have changed the name again, I believe.
You're
Really?
the farthest
Yes.
thing from a farmer.
Anyway, and then for the S tier, we only have one S tier.
Red
Robin. I do not agree with this at
Red
all.
Robin's so good,
But
man.
That is the easiest S tier. I knew it was going to be when I started.
Facts.
There were some I was withering on to see what your explanations were, but Red Robin to me was the most easy
S.
S tier.
Look, they said
could not
Red
disagree
Robin,
more.
Red Robin said, "Let's take a burger, put teriyaki sauce and a pineapple ring on that bitch, and call it a bonsai burger."
I'll tell you this.
amazing.
I think one of the best things that they did, and this is the simplest things that they could have done. People are like, they had a chicken sandwich called the Whiskey River Barbecue sandwich, chicken sandwich.
And it's delicious.
And it's great. But then they said, what if people just wanted this as a burger? So what do they do on the next page? They make their Whiskey River Barbecue burger.
Oh my
It's the
God.
same exact thing, but a burger instead of chicken.
You know how? Okay, so
That's incredible.
I just want
Kidding me.
to very briefly highlight. You know how
It's a
the
great
difference
sandwich.
between Texas Roadhouse and Red Robin, right? So Texas Roadhouse is terrible because the atmosphere, it's awful. Red Robin, you can go to Red Robin, have a wonderful experience, even if your like service was shitty. Like if you had a really bad waiter or waitress, Red Robin is just like boom.
I'll also say this about the
Sorry.
experience at Red Robin. The way
But
that
the
their
food's amazing.
floor layout is really nice.
It's open.
It's optimal for eating with people.
Yeah.
Texas Roadhouse, you are always back to back with somebody. Now, even the tables, when you have like a party of 8 at Texas Roadhouse, your long table is now touching the next long table. It's not
Sheesh.
good. Now, at Red Robin, what they did was genius. They made the booths all round in the corner.
Oh, those round booths are
right?
so
but
dope.
what they could have done was the easy thing.
And they're raised off of the ground too.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. They could have done the easy thing then and put in the tables long ways right next to them. But what they did was they made a cutout in the center, making almost like an H formation with tables and booths.
Dan's on his design shit right now.
Now that is engineering at its finest. They did a great thing because you can never overhear the family next to you.
This episode has been 1 hour and 30 minutes long. We should probably end it.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, I think this is good because it's our first episode.
It's a
after
comeback
months.
episode. New season.
So
If you wanna call that.
giving the people
Definitely
the
maybe
content.
a podcast season 2.
Are we going to
episode
change
1.
the colors? Probably
No.
not. We're definitely
We're
not
not
gonna do
TJ
that.
Fridays.
Yeah, we don't just change things willy nilly and still suck. Oh, sorry. Ooh, burn.
Are we going to harmonize on Red Robin or S tier or Bonsai Burger
Or season 2.
or season 2?
That was a lot of options.
I think season 2. I think Jordan starts it with season and we harmonize on 2.
Definitely maybe a podcast season 2. Guess what? We're seasoned 2.
Bars.
Oh,
So Jordan, you're going to give us the pitch on season and then we're going to harmonize on 2.
okay. I'm trying to do this
We
in
can do
my
like a real
brain.
barbershop thing here with our
Season.
mics
That's
just
definitely
leaned
not
in.
socially distanced.
Season. Season. And then would you guys say 2 in the same key?
Yep.
So
I don't know what the
Sure.
keys are.
um,
My keys
I don't know
are
what
on the
keys are.
table.
Season 2. We'll see you next episode,
It's
boys.
been better.
Could have been worse.